This is an interesting op-ed, and it's in the Wall Street Journal. I'll read it for you. President Trump can save Europe. Former UK Prime Minister Liz Truss wrote that, and she joins me now. Madam Prime Minister, make your case, please. How can Trump save Europe?
What is happening in Europe at the moment is that our economies are stagnating. Britons are now $34,000 per year worse off than Americans. The same is true in France and Germany. We're overregulated, we're overtaxed. We've committed to net zero. It's been an economic disaster. Our energy costs are some of the highest in the world. And President Trump doing a trade deal with countries like the UK could turbocharge our economy, but also help Britain spend more on defence, help us move away from the European regulatory system that has been so damaging, and make us all stronger with respect to China. So I think it's a win-win. It's about exporting the successful American model that has made the economy grow. And I saw what President Trump did in his first term with tax cuts, with deregulation, with drill baby drill. There's going to be more of that in the second term. And I think there's a huge opportunity for countries like Britain and other countries in Europe to get on that successful economic bandwagon.
Trump has tapped Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy to lead a Department of Government Efficiency. Could you use something like that in Britain? Have you got an all-powerful, overbearing bureaucracy like we have here?
Our bureaucracy is even worse than yours.
No.
It's even more unaccountable. It's even more out of control. We are spending almost half of our GDP on the government in Britain. We desperately need Elon Musk over here and Vivek here to sort it out. And I hope when they're finished in America, they will come and dismantle the bureaucracy in Britain, because it's one of the reasons our economy is in such a dire state. Because not only do these officials spend vast amounts of money, they also prevent the real reforms that are necessary to get Britain growing. So we need and there is a lot of demand now in Britain. People have seen what's happening in the US. They want to see a Musk-style revolution here in Britain.
Have you got any I've got 30 seconds. Do you have any politicians in Britain who are like Trump and who would do what Trump's doing?
Well, there are lots of people. I mean, we have Nigel Farage, for example, who wants to change things. There are strong people in the private sector who want to change things. But what we need is the critical mass. We need a movement like MAGA here in Britain, Make Britain Great Again, to really get those politicians with the support they need to do those things. I tried back in 2022, but what I found was the bureaucracy was too powerful. So we need reinforcements. We need Vivek and we need Elon over here in Britain.
I'll have a word with them. Madam Prime Minister, great pleasure having you back on the show. We appreciate it. Hope to see you again soon. Thanks very much.